Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatabia Wa'ala coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. All right, Lord's will, it's edifying. But basically going into a World War III. All right, and ultimately America being destroyed by these heathen nations. All right, by thermonuclear destruction. All right, and this is all prophecy. This is what we're looking for. All right, this is the test, as it says in Revelation, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy. This is why the scriptures tell us to measure the times. Watch ye therefore and pray. What are we watching for? We're watching for the prophecies. We're measuring the times to see where we're at before Yahweh Shai comes back, before the kingdom of Israel is established. Okay, certain things must come to pass. And Apostle Tahar has deemed this year, the hopeful year that all the prophecies come to pass. All right? And World War III, thermonuclear destruction, is, yes, another prophecy in the scriptures. All right? And I got this article. This is from DesMoinesRegister.com. I'm going to read a little bit of it. But it shows where we're at. Okay, it says nuclear warfare, China arming Russia, fears of new Cold War rise. All right, I'm going to jump down. I'm going to start right here. It says, and if China turns its economic and diplomatic support for Russia into full-blown military assistance, it would be a major change in how China has approached foreign policy, supercharging the already high tensions between the U.S. and China and making the world more dangerous. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It would also return to us the kind of things we saw in the Cold War, where you have all these major countries interfering in conflicts and proxy wars, which you already see going on, said Brian Hart, who studies the evolving nature of Chinese power at the Center of Strategic and International Studies. Here's what you need to know. What did Russia do? Russian President Vladimir Putin announced Tuesday he is suspending Moscow's participation in New START, the last remaining nuclear arms reduction deal between the U.S. and Russia. It limits the number of long-range nuclear warheads Russia and the U.S. can have, including those that can reach the U.S. in about 30 minutes. All right, why is this happening? Why are tensions high? Why are treaties being suspended? All right, nuclear arms reduction deals. Why is that being suspended? Because the Lord is putting a spirit on these heathens. All right, to prepare for war. Okay, they're going to run up the numbers in these thermonuclear missiles. It says, what's the concern? Without arms control, the U.S. and Russian nuclear arsenals could double in size. All right? According to the Federation of American Scientists, each nation could dramatically and quickly increase the number of nuclear weapons ready to launch on a short notice, said Hans M. Christensen, director of the Federation's Nuclear Information Project. Such an increase would be extraordinarily destabilizing and dangerous, especially with a full-scale war raging in Europe and Russia, buckling under the strain of unprecedented sanctions, Christensen wrote last year. All right? But see, that's what's going on. All these nations are dramatically and quickly going to increase their nuclear capabilities. All right? And this is all scriptural. I'm going to get this. This is Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles being these heathen nations. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Okay? So the Lord is what? Is making all these nations prepare for war. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay? And this is what these nations are doing. They're converting all their money, all right, all their focus towards what? Towards military, okay, capabilities, nuclear capabilities. It says, let the weak say I'm strong. And what is the ultimate way one of these weak nations can say they are strong? In this day and age, it's what? Thermonuclear missiles, all right, ICBM technology. Okay, and you see that going on right now. All right, with this treaty being shot down, Russia's going to run up the numbers. All right, you see what's happening over there in Iran. Okay, what article just came out, I think it was today, U.S. and Israel saying that if Iran gets nuclear capabilities, World War III is going to pop up. And yes, it is. All right, this is all the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is that Middle Eastern region. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that's where the Lord is going to bring these armies for World War III, for battle. Okay, but the tipping point, all right, the icing on the cake, if you will, is going to be what? When these countries send those nukes to America to destroy it. All right. This is Isaiah 54:16, because the Lord put the spirit on these nations to have this technology. Put the spirit in these engineers, these scientists, to make this technology. All right. It says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. All right. And what is that instrument for his work? Those thermonuclear missiles. All right. Those thermonuclear warheads. Okay. Why? Because this is the Lord's program. And this is proof, okay, that it's the Lord's work. It says, Jeremiah 50:25, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Okay, these are his weapons. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. And that's ultimately what's going to happen here. All right, all you see in America is going to be destroyed. Scriptures say everything to the foundations there is going to be rooted out. All the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, you're not going to even recognize that this was a place. It's going to be a desert. Okay. It says, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day has come, the time of their visitation. Okay, and this is what we're approaching. It says, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare Zion the vengeance of the Lord, our power, the vengeance of his temple. All right, and this is the vengeance of the Lord. All right, what did America do to Jake? All right, you can read about how they beat our heritage out of us. All right, how they conquered this land. And even what they do to this day. I mean, look at what they're pushing. Look at their agenda. All right. Look at their so-called morals that they push out. Everything goes contrary to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hates this place, and he's going to destroy this place. Okay. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. What are the archers? Those who have those thermonuclear capabilities. All right. And we read in Joel that he's going to prepare these heathens for this war, all right, and we see it in the news today, all right, by these breaking down the treaties, what's going on in Iran, what's going all over in all these countries all over the world. They're preparing for war, all right. But it says, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. Okay, and what is that? Everyone who has those thermonuclear capabilities is going to end up shooting their nukes over here in America and destroying it. All right? Even the so-called allies of America are going to actually turn against America, because they're going to realize that America isn't in their best interest. All right? And ultimately, because it's prophecy. This place has been proud against the Lord. It spews nothing but abomination. All right? It creates its own laws that go against what the Heavenly Father has already set up. So what is going to happen? He's going to cause all these nations to send their nukes over here into America to utterly destroy it. All right? It says, I'm going to jump here at Revelations 11:14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And this is what you see. All right, the second woe was World War II. The third woe is what? This third world war. Okay, that's what's going to happen in the Middle East. And ultimately, the icing on the cake is when all these nations send their nukes to America to destroy it. All right. Now I'm going to get this last precept and close out. It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. That's how warfare used to be. All right, you had all these, think of Civil War. Even before that, the battles on the field, with the swords, the shields. You had the Roman warfare. Even before that, us, in our kingdom. All right, even to more recently, you had all this guerrilla warfare. Running up in houses with AKs and M16s. All right, but what does it say? But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, and what is that burning and fuel of fire? That's that thermonuclear technology. All right, this is what's going to happen over here in America. And as we read it, as we measure the times, all right, hey, this is getting closer and closer. All right, closer and closer. Hey, but Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and Abba Baba.